Every year, humpback whales make a 2,000 nautical mile journey from Alaska and British Columbia to the warm waters off of Hawaii. But their migration is under different circumstances after the August wildfire tragedy in Lahaina. KITV4's Rick Kwan explains what experts are hoping to find out this year.
Scientists are wondering if the Lahaina disaster could impact the humpback whale's habitat and even the mammals themselves.
It could. We're going to be watching that carefully. We already are. You know, the various water quality tests in the different departments, especially the state of Hawaii, looking into that. We're watching those tests, and if those tests are elevated at all, and the whales, we're seeing our first sightings.
The whales make their annual pilgrimage to Hawaii to mate and give birth in the warm Hawaiian waters. Waters that lack the nutrient-rich food the large mammals feast on off Alaska and British Columbia.
They don't do much in the way of feeding down here. They're pretty much fasting the whole time. So there's not that input, but there could be absorption through the skin. And especially if you had a mother and a calf, hanging right outside of Lahaina Harbor area, right out there in the out channel, day after day.
And as the year comes to a close, that could also be a difference maker.
As the whales really start to come here in larger numbers, which is going to be more like December and then starting to peak in January, February, March. If those levels are still high, we're going to try to do our best to sample the animals, certain animals, to see if they're picking up some of those contaminants.
With the first sighting coming off Maui on Tuesday, we asked Lyman if that's early for the season to start.
The first sighting that I'm aware of off the island of Maui was October 24th. That's a little later. Usually Maui's a little earlier than that. And that may come down to the tragedy that struck Lahaina. It's at the harbor, the town, and fewer boats on the water equates to fewer eyes on the water.
Experts want to remind people you should stay at least 100 yards away if you spot whales while on a watercraft, whether boat, surfboard, or paddleboard.
So they can do that, and I have to do it from a safe and legal distance. If they see something wrong with the animal, a compromised animal, let's say it's entangled, do not take matters in your own hands. There are people that are trained, we've got the equipment.
We have posted that sanctuary number on our website at KITV.com. Rick Kwan, KITV4 Island News.